Welcome back, Sophie. Were the Grand Company's leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Sophie. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alisaie, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
I'm gonna go with Maelstrom. I do love Limsa Lominsa, I really do. Oh yeah, each one's got a different salute too, if you didn't notice. How was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? That's the spirit, lass. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made, it's time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to Limsa Lominsa and seek out the Grand Company's headquarters. Maelstrom Command is located on the upper decks. I will send word to you, personnel officer, to expect you. The duties of Maelstrom Soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings true. So yeah, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Olda, I do like you, but we're gonna go with Maelstrom just because it's just my favorite city. That's really what it comes down to. So here is the Maelstrom's headquarters, barracks, whatever you want to call it. Hail, adventurer, what business have you at the Maelstrom Command? Let's see. My name is Sophie Hiscaris. I believe you are expecting me. Sophie Hiscaris? Aye, our recruitment officer sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of Maelstrom. Now, before we can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, Private? And this had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from a lookout in Lower Lenosha, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a high-wind skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it! We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Hiscaris, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in the service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosha is correct, the airship will come down in a territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. An adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. Maelstrom Command sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Be at ease, sir. We are the Maelstrom. You're a Garland ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Hiscaris. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secrets of the Magitech belong to Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must. And bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum Ascends, I'd say. Seems they want your ship, engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready she was finally ready for her first test flight, and she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Alright, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperial soldiers hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut, but they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Hiscaris? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Like a tidal wave, lads! Charge! I'll stand back here and cheer you on. To an ambush! To arms! Okay, let's get the mage first. Mage! There it is. Why can't I target the dang mage? Okay, we'll get the archers. Yeah, you know I like this better because I feel like I already spent a lot of energy on Ul'dah, so I kind of like the idea of branching out a little bit. And I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like Gridania that much. There's some people, I have a friend that loves Gridania. It's just not my jam, you know? Where are they at? Oh, there they are. Oh, big machine. Hi, big machine. You're gonna be my focus, I think. Did we get it? Wow, that's easy. I forgot how easy that was. Biggs! Wedge! You shouldn't have stayed with the you should have stayed with the ship. Alright. So those of you that are longtime Final Fantasy fans, yes, that's right. Biggs and Wedge. You know, ever since they started showing up in, like, I think it was 6, there's been a Biggs and Wedge in like every single one of these games. Which, of course, you know, Biggs and Wedge is a reference to Star Wars, I believe, anyway. But yeah, Biggs and Wedge, here they are. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough trust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Miss Garrus, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads here, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you, we're very grateful. Welcome back, Cascaris. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of, after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction... let us start afresh, shall we? You are welcome here, Sophie Hiscaris. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is that you will be joining. A grand company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against a nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire, and solving the many problems caused by the Calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Limsa Lominsa afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Merylweb Brubidibib sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable, lass, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till her last breath, fights till her last drop of blood. We give our all in service of this nation, and no less is expected of you. Hiscaris, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? So, till sea swallows all is kind of their catchphrase, but I wouldn't know it in character because I'm not from here. I don't really want to say either of those two. We'll go with I'll follow the Admiral to the very bottom. No, you know what? I'm a lady of few words. No love for grandiose proclamations, eh? Ha! Such silent resolve is not uncommon among the brothers and sisters of the sea. Sophie Hiscaris, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limsa Lominsa well, till sea swallows all. Can you hear me, Sophie? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Hiscaris. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a woman of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray, return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. No rest for the wicked, eh? Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Commander Riki. Might be worth your while. You may now accept the quest, my little Chocobo, by speaking with Rashata Riki. The quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for a Realm Reborn. So I did forget about that, like, that you are a Storm Private. Or like you see how everybody's storm personnel, storm corps, like you're an officer of the storm now. I forgot about that. That is actually another cool reason to join the Maelstrom, I think. Yep. Alright, let's see, I need to do this one. Well, if it isn't Private Hescarus, I must say the tales of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide, and I'd wager you've slogged across quite a few moms of countryside on naught but your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves her own steed. Let us see about having one issued to you. All I need to do is obtain a Storm Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to Begum, and she will see you saddled up on one of our trusty birds. Alright, so when you come over here, here's your quartermaster, and she'll sell you all the stuffy stuff. And she should have my... there it is. Insufficient seals. Why do I have insufficient seals? I thought they already gave me a bunch of seals. For complete. Oh, that's right. As irritating as this is, okay, so the reason I don't have seals is because I have to go to finish the quest. I actually have to go speak to the Scion of the Seventh Dawn, so I have to go back to Minfilia to get my 300 seals, my storm seals here, and then I come back later and I can talk to her, and you can see I can get the Chocobo license for 200 seals. Now, as irritatingly stupid as it is that they make you leave and then come back later in order to get this stupid Chocobo, let me just tell you, when this game first came out, it was way harder to get the Chocobo. It was like 2,000 seals, I think. And so people would immediately after finishing level 20, you had to go out and farm fates or dungeons for like an afternoon that you get your bird. It was dumb. I don't even know where I'm going now. So it's much better now. You can get your bird pretty quick, to be honest. So once you get your Chocobo license, you run over here to the Chocobo keep person in whatever city it is. You just find them. Want a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need to see your Storm Chocobo issuance. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobo. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. What am I gonna name this thing? Oh, I know what I'll call him. Let's call him Jericho. I'm a bird! I'm a big bird. That's what I am. I'm a big old bird. Hey, he ran away! Hey, lady! Hey! Hey, lady! My bird ran away. Lady? Hey, my bird ran away. That was my bird and he ran away. I dare say he likes his name. Here is your very own Chocobo whistle. Simply blow on or into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs, aka dungeons. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your Chocobo Rider's license, as is required by the law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Sorry. Alright, so then we go over here, go to companion first, and we're going to take off all that stupid gear. I don't like that gear that they give you to start off with. You can get some pretty cool Chocobo bardings in this game, but I don't really use them. And then we go to minion guide, no, not minion, sorry. Go to mount guide. Unavailable at this time. Oh, it must be because I'm inside the city. Alright, well, now we go do other things. Do other things!